Good morning, Reed here. I'm at my house today on my chicken run, and I thought I'd give you a little update from here. So, and back of me, where you can see all the green life happening, is a secondary run, and I think I'm actually gonna take the fencing down from there and put it around this section to give me a little bit more height in here. I turned over my flock at the end of January 2024, and so far I had one moment of the birds getting out, and then I haven't gotten out since. Let's take a look at why I think most of that is, which is I come around the side of the building here. I've got this tub there that's actually ideally a worm bin that I'm just filling up with their manure, and above it I put this, you can see it moving a bit, fencing, because the birds can definitely jump up there, and then they would jump over the fence line here and get out. So, and in here, close the door, it'll get a little dark, but we've got about, I guess right about 70 birds right now. They seem to be doing pretty well. Cleaning my sheep wool around the water, and they're going through about half a thing of feed on a given day. Over there is all my extra bedding material, and my feed containers for them. They are not really using the boxes that I've got there for them, to which I'll be making a better system to wash the eggs. That's one of my weekend projects. I'm going to go off island to get them some feed. And this pathway, it represents a path I'm walking every day, so that's my zone 1. And these bales of hay, it's actually a canary reed grass, are going to get this year. I'm preparing them right now. And it's probably impossible to see behind me, but right at the trees, up to the building, I have a net to ideally keep out the deer. It's a very temporary net. And then similarly, at that last T-post, I don't know how well we can make it out here. There it is. I have a net going up to meet their run. And so that is going to be my faux gardening area this year. And I say faux gardening because as we walk past the little greenhouse, which I'm about to take all the shelving basically out of here. So you get some shelving there and there. I'm going to build this faux wall in back of this place to put the shelving against. And I'll take out all the pots and things that are there. And that'll be the new area that's getting used to shovel those things. And I want to actually be growing some food things in there. And it kind of like, I won't call them wicking beds. You can see some of the bulbs. They're starting to come up, which is nice and lovely. I'm probably about to sneeze here. And let's take another little walk while we're out here. So I'm a big plant fan. There's some geraniums there that have taken hold nicely. Some more in here. We had nasturtiums growing in here right until we had snow. So I'm hoping that there's enough of a seed. And in there, I've got 3 apple trees planted right on the edge because I'm hoping that they're going to go over this pathway. It is to the south, towards that little cabin that's out there. And I'm probably going to do a potato tower in this little area. And since I've got little kids, like we're talking 1, 3 for the little ones, and then about to be 13 for my eldest, driving to a farm has been basically crazy. And dealing with little kids like that, they can really get in the way of accomplishing things. And so we've had a bunch of different people leaving on this side of the land, And so there's no longer a tiny home right there. There's no longer a gigantic home up here. And there's the pond. If you've been watching these videos, you've seen I'm starting to seal it because it leaks out. Here's a giant rope swing. If you like to play, that thing is a ton of fun. And I hope that you like to play. So there's a path that's just up there in the tree line. And then these garden beds here, which my family and I have started to reclaim. And so we're going to continue reclaiming them. They've been covered in weeds. There's raspberries that were basically inedible that were in some of them. I can get raspberries, it's not a big deal. You can see the blackberry coming up here. It's a bit of a nightmare plant. And then a little bit of the broom at the end of this. I'm calling it a stage at this point. And then we have a lovely little roundhouse that's over there. And my wife wants a lot of flowers in this. And then I'm just taking ideas from the kids as to what they want to see growing here. We water it from these two tanks, which we have filled up with water from the pond. There's an electrical breaker box there that comes down to feed these two outlets, and probably one more that's down near the bottom edge of the garden. So I'm thinking that in this area right here, I'm likely going to bring over some kind of a water tote and be brewing compost teas to spread around the orchard space for this side of the land right now. Considering extending that with a few things, and that's a lot of what's happening over here. And what we're starting to get excited about, we have an event on Salt Spring Island called Seedy Saturday, which is a lot of like the local seed companies kind of come out, some local plant nursery people come out, have different things to sell. So this overgrown patch right here is blueberries. They have never produced, as far as I've witnessed or heard from anyone. So I'm a little bit like, let's just take them out and put them somewhere else, or even if we put them back in here after we kind of revivify the land. Sounds good. And recently you've probably noticed that I'm offering some creative inspirations. Oh, there's a big log right here. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, you've seen my continued journey with my farm. I think those, to me, they're really interrelated. And so I'm in the process of launching a workshop that I'll be doing this year. The first one's in April on the 27th, and it's called Grounding Creativity. And if you're enjoying any of my thoughts on the creative process, we'll be getting into opening our awarenesses. I say that from a context of sensing and establishing that connection with the earth, because there's actually a massive amount of inspiration that comes from having this lived connection. So if you're interested in that, you can find that on my website, which is bendingreeds.com. Let's check out the pond for a minute. Here's our pond. This is the spillway for the pond, which it's not flowing super fast. There's some stuff there holding it back. And I gave it a second gentle coating with the Damn It product. And you can kind of see where I'm wondering if that's wicking, that we're noticing that water line that's there, or if it is, draining a bit. as we saw from the spillway, you know, there is water able to get over that. This narrow margin of moisture on the edge, though, I'm kind of likely thinking it's wicking more than draining, but I mean, right there's a good spot to see. You can see just right here, it's not quite as wet as just there, but that's so close. It's likely just wicking. Excited to watch this project continue to hopefully hold really well. I'll be doing, I think, 1 to 2 more coatings of Dammit this winter, and I'll keep you posted as to what's happening with that. So if you'd like to or join me and the 9 other people, if you're one of them, that would make 10 altogether, and explore our connection with the earth, our connection with our senses, and our creative, which frankly helps a lot when I'm troubleshooting any number of things, then come and join us on April 27th. You can also just email me, send me a message through the website, and we'll make that happen. Thanks for joining me here at WingedHeart today. I hope that you're all having a lovely weekend moment, or whatever point in time you're witnessing this from. And it's 2024, so if you're catching this beyond 2024, I'm probably running the workshop again, but you'll have to check to see what's happening with that. Have too much fun.